So, my boyfriend's on his way to the hospital and he broke his arm because he was playing baseball, which, by the way, is the lamest sport I've ever known. Like, all you do is literally grab a bat and hit a ball. Oh my god. Ambulance is so annoying. Just wait for this ambulance. Yeah. Hurry, get to the hospital. Like, anyway, so he's on his way to the hospital, and what happened was, I was at his baseball game. Like, I never go to his baseball games because I'm like, baseball is weird. Like, you grab a bat and you hit a ball. Like, that's kind of lame, dude. Like, I don't get it. Like, but you know those basketball players? I get them. They're cool. I get it. I get that sport. I just don't get baseball at all. Anyway, so he's on his way to the hospital because he broke his arm in baseball, which, like, I warned him. I was like, dude, if you play a dumb sport, you're gonna end up with dumb stuff happening, like breaking your arm. And he's like, it's not my fault, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, pretty sure it is, because you're playing a dumbass sport. So anyway, so he broke his arm. He's like, will you please come to the hospital with me? And I'm like, not really. Like, why would I go to the hospital when you broke your arm from playing a dumbass sport? Like, I don't really know what your problem is, but you should know me by now. I am not the type of person just walking into any. Plus, hospitals are disgusting. They're disgusting. They have germs. They're nasty. Can't deal with them. Not my prerogative. Is that the word? Prerogative? Anyway, so yeah, so he broke his arm. He's like, come to the hospital with me. And I was just like, I kind of made up an excuse. I was just like, oh, like, I don't know, my little sister's not feeling good, and like, whatever, I have to take care of her at home. Meanwhile, like, no one's home tonight. So anyway, he's so, like, I feel so bad that he broke his arm, but I can't really just go to the hospital and wait with him like 5 hours. Like, okay, the ambulance took him, but I guarantee we're still gonna have to wait like 5 hours, and I'm not down for that. So what else? Oh, I really hate baseball. Did I mention that already? Oh yes, I did. So he's like, come to the hospital with me, whatever. And plus his friend, okay, so my boyfriend's name is Josh, and his friend's name is Andrew. Andrew? Why did I say Andrew? It's Andrew. Okay, so, so I already know that his friend's going, so I'm like, why do you even need me to go? Like, what's the big deal? You just broke your arm. Big deal, right? So, yeah. So I'm like, I'm not going to the hospital. It's disgusting. It's dirty. I'm not going. It's nasty. So yeah. But back to the fact that his friend Andrew's going. So because Andrew's going, like, I really hate his best friend. Like, yeah, like, I'm going with the boys. And I'm like, oh, like, okay, that's cool. Like, I get that. Like, do that like once a week. But this Andrew guy makes him Andre. Why do I have an accent when I say the name Andrew? Okay, so this guy named Andrew is like, okay, he's like, he just wants Josh, my boyfriend, to go out with him every fucking night. Like, every night. And I'm not okay with that. I'm just not. Like, what are you doing every single night? Like, obviously you're looking for girls. Like, Andrew's single, Josh isn't. Like, dude, I hate your best friend. He's like, oh, no, it's just because, like, he's going through a rough time or whatever, and, like, I have to spend time with him, you know, like, chill with him. I was like, I don't care if he's going through a rough time. Like, I really don't like your best friend. I don't even really like any of his friends, to be honest with you. Like, they're all losers. They don't have jobs, and, like, I mean, they do have jobs, but they're all just losers. Like, I don't know how to explain it. They just, I don't know. Maybe it's just because they're not, like, as cute as Josh is. I just don't like them. And, like, maybe it's just because I know that they like to go around other girls. And I'm just like, listen, just stop. Just stop. I'm like, honestly, at one point I was like, Josh, like, if you don't get rid of Andrew as a friend, like, I'm breaking up with you. And then So now he's thinking about it, and he's thinking about getting rid of like all of his friends for me, which is amazing because my friends are better, his friends suck. So it's great. And I don't know, like, it's amazing that, like, you know, Josh, he has like a bit of like a preppy style, which I'm not into, so I like try to make him get some like swag. So I like bought him new clothes, and he was so ungrateful. He's like, why are you trying to change me, blah 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 blah. And I was like, I'm not trying to change you, I just want to like totally change how you look, because you look like so preppy and I can't stand it. And then he's like, I'm like, you need some swag, like I can't stay with you if you don't have any swag. Are you kidding? Like, and then he's like, well, what made you attracted to me to begin with if you don't like how I dress? And I was like, your eyes? Like, that was it. Like, I only liked his eyes. He had nice eyes. He has nice eyes. They're like really, really light blue, but they also have like a speck of brown in them. I was like, wow, so cute. But yeah, I hate his style. His style is disgusting. I'm like, I'm sorry, but like, if you want to stay with me, like, you have to change your style. So he changed his style. He's gonna call it for all of his friends too, which is like so amazing. Cause, you know, but I'm really happy that Andrew's going to hospital with him, since I won't go, because hospitals are disgusting and like gross, and it's just not my thing. So, oh God, it's really stressful just like waiting at home, thinking about him being in like a disgusting hospital. Like, I hope that like tomorrow he like, you know, showers really, really good, and like he's not all disgusting smelling. Like, I know he broke his arm. Like, he wants to come back to my place after the hospital, but I'm like, dude, no, like, you're gonna smell like hospital and like old people. Like, what is wrong with you? Honestly. So anyway, so back to his friend Andrew. His friend Andrew's an asshole. His friend Andrew is such a douche. Like, I hate him. He's just like always there for him. Honestly, I think he's jealous of me. Like, I think he's just jealous, and he might be gay, because I'm like, Josh, he might be gay because he wants to spend more time with you than I even want to spend with you. And he's like, well, it's just because he's a good friend and like he needs me there for him. And I was like, yeah, but you gotta cut him out if you want to stay with me, because I'm not dealing with this anymore. Like, I'm the one you're supposed to spend the most time with. I'm the one you're only supposed to spend time with. I don't care about your family. I don't care about your friends. And I don't care about your job even. Like, he spends way too much like time at work. Like, way too much time at work. Like, he'll work 8 hours a day. And I'm like, dude, how are you gonna take me anywhere? How are you gonna take me out to eat? How are you gonna meet my friends? How are you gonna meet my family when all you do is work? And he's like, well, how do you think I'm gonna pay for everything? And I was like, you just do. You just don't work as much and then get a better job that pays you more, where you don't have to work as much. I don't know. I don't care. But I was like, dude, like, if you keep working so much just to pay for all my stuff, like, I can't. Like, I can't deal with it. Like, he's like, well, I have car payments and I have rent. And I was like, I really don't care. I just don't care, to be honest. Like, stressful. It's really stressful being away from him. But it's also kind of stressful being with him. Like, sometimes he's just, like, all upset about, like, his family life. Like, I don't know, his parents got a divorce. I'm like, dude, like, you gotta really, seriously, like, you gotta man up. Like, stop being a baby. Who cares if your parents got a divorce? Nobody cares. Like, everyone's divorced now. It's, like, a common thing. Like, you should be over it. Like, you're 22. You should be over it. You know what I'm saying? Like, get over yourself. Get over it. Anyway, I really, really, really do love Josh, though. Like, I really do. You know, I just, you know, I'm really happy he's about to cut off all his friends and, like, pretty much stop seeing all of his family, because he has to pay more attention to me. He has to work less, pay more attention to me, and that's that. And he has to be best friends with all my best friends. Because, you know, I mean, he technically, like, he comes from a really, really good family, but it's just, his friends are so lame. Like, they're not manly at all. Like, they're not even all about their girls. They're all about going out. They're all about their boys. And I'm like, you're all about your boys? Like, are you sure that you're not, that you are straight? Like, I don't care if you're not straight. Like, but, like, you're all about your boys. That makes me feel like you're not, some of them aren't straight. And I'm like, dude, like, I already have enough competition with other girls. I don't need your boys being my competition. You know what I mean? So it's just really stressful. Cool with everything else, like, you know, the whole baseball thing, I was like cool with it. I was like, yeah, go play baseball. Then he goes and breaks his arm, and I was like, oh, told you so. Like, come on. If only he just listened to me about everything. I was like, dude, you should just go to the gym all the time so that you can get a little bit more muscle. Like, he's really, really fit, but he's not like super, super fit. Like, he could be more fit. So I'm like, okay, listen, like, you need to go to the gym more because your muscles are okay, but they're not that okay. And I need to feel like I'm protected. Like, I need to feel like you could protect me, even though I could protect myself. Like, like feminism, whatever. But like, I could. But I'm like, dude, I need you. If anything, if there was a wolf coming at us, your arms could not protect me from that wolf. And by the way, wild animals are coming out a lot right now, and like, by the way, don't shoot them because wild animals are really sweet. But if a wild animal is out in this city and then my man couldn't protect me from the wolf, like, I'm like, bro, like, you do not look like you could protect me whatsoever. He's like, yeah, I could, like, I could fight anybody, like, blah blah. I'm like, yeah, you could fight anybody, but can you fight off a wolf? No, I didn't think so. So that's that. And I don't know what else to say. It's just, he's got to go to the gym more. He's got to work less. He's got to cut off all his friends. And honestly, like, I kind of just wish I was with like a professional basketball player. Those guys are tall as hell and they are ripped, like, so ripped. So like, maybe I should just do that. Like, maybe I'll just like DM the basketball player instead of like being like trying to like make Josh go to the gym. But he said he will. He said he'll go to the gym, but like, if he doesn't get as fit as a basketball player, then I don't know. I don't know if I could deal with it. It's just embarrassing, especially when we take photos together. I'm like, dude, I look bigger than you do. Like, I look way more tough than you. Like, you're making me look like a man right now. And like, you know, he's like, I don't know, 5'11", and I'm like, since you're not 6 feet, you have to at least have big muscles. Just common sense, common knowledge. Like, you girls, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So, but I love him. I really love Josh. He's amazing. Like, besides all of that, he's so amazing. And yeah, so I don't know. I kind of told him also that, like, it's been 6 months, and I heard that if a guy doesn't want to marry you within 9 months of knowing you, then just, like, he's not worth it. Because basically, like, 9 months in, he should know, like, psychologically or biologically or something. So I basically told him, like, after 9 months, like, if you don't propose with like a really big ring and like tell the world that you want to marry me, like your family and friends, like, that you cut out and they don't see anyway, like, if you don't like show my family like how serious you are, like, it's over. Like, I'm done. Like, it's over. So I know he will. Like, I'm so excited for him to just like propose and everything. I'm really excited. He's doing good. He's being such a good guy. Like, just like doing everything that I ask him to do, that I need him to do, want him to do, and that's that. So yeah. Oh my god, I forgot to tell you about this girl he's been friends with since kindergarten. She's like okay looking, but I still, like, he said nothing happened between them, but, like, they've been friends since kindergarten. Like, obviously, like, that's kind of weird to me. So I'm like, dude, like, I met her once and she seemed like kind of a bitch, so I was like, you have to cut her out, because, like, this girl, she obviously wants you. Like, if I want you, then every other girl wants you, so you have to, like, cut her out, even though you've known her since kindergarten. And he's like, okay, babe, like, I'll do it. And I was like, okay, you better, because you know what's gonna happen if you don't. Anyways, I've been wrapped around my little finger, because that's what love is, okay? That's what love is the man does everything that the girl needs. Like, if I need a ride, you need to be there pronto, like 10 minutes, because I don't want to pay for an Uber. And if I'm crying and I'm, like, on my period, like, you have to be there, like, cuddling me and bring me chocolates and flowers. Josh is like, you don't spend enough time with me, yet you're expecting me to spend so much time with you. And I was like, yeah, that's because, like, I have my girls and I have my family, like. And he's like, well, so do I. Like, it's important to have separate lives sometimes and, like, be there for friends and family. I'm like, no, my family and my friends are way more important than yours. If you want to stay with me, that's how it's gonna go. So thank God he got the point, because, like, okay, like, I kind of, like, was like, one day he wasn't listening to me. He didn't get the point, and I was like, listen, like, I could get any guy I want. Like, I could literally, like, get any guy I want. Like, even your brother. And then he was like, how dare you say that? And I was like, well, it's true. So, and then, like, I don't really feel bad about it, because I was trying to prove a point, but then I, like, kissed his brother behind his back. Okay, we did more than kissing, but I mean, it wasn't a big deal. It was more like to just, like, rub it in his face that, like, he wasn't being a good boyfriend. He's like, how dare you, like, that's my brother, blah, blah, blah. And him and his brother got in a fight, and I found it hot, and I was like, see, now you're a man. Now I know you can take care of me. Now I know you care. Now I see that man in you. You know what I mean? My name's Lisa, and if you liked my worst girlfriend ever scene, subscribe to my channel. There's plenty more crazy characters that I've made up on my channel. Yeah, if you like this video, click the thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, and thank you guys so much for watching. Love you.